A son found dead on Christmas.
I think the main thing that we want is to not let our son die in vain.
Tonight, how his family is fighting back against the heroin epidemic and who they blame for their son's death. Plus, a firefighter accused of killing a Memphis mom at Target.
Amen. Thank you for not making me shoot you today.
Officers take the stand, explaining the dramatic standoff that ended in his arrest. And left in the dark, we ask MLGW how they're fighting thousands of power outages.
Unseasonably warm weather and rain in the forecast. I'll tell you if there are thunderstorms to accompany it.
WMC Action News 5 at 6 starts now.
It is a growing and deadly problem across America, and it includes Memphis, a heroin epidemic. One family says this drug cost them the life of their son, but they're fighting now to keep his death from being in vain. WMC Action News 5's Kendall Downing joins us live with one dad's message. Kendall?
Well, hi, Joe. Ron Bobel's son, Ronnie, left home on Christmas night, and he would never be seen again. His father says he likely overdosed on heroin laced with the painkiller fentanyl.
I think the main thing that we want is to not let our son die in vain.
Ronnie Bobel was 29 when his family found out about his overdose death the day after Christmas. He was a recovering addict who'd moved to Nashville 2 years ago to be clean and start over.
He had a lot of friends. He was an artist.
His family buried him on his 30th birthday.
I mean, it's an epidemic in this town.
Ron Bobel says his family can't stay silent about Memphis's heroin problem. He says Ronnie came to Trigg Avenue to get heroin, and police told him his son's death wasn't the only one on the holiday weekend in an area known for trafficking.
But other people passed of heroin overdoses that night, you know, and I thought that's just heartbreaking. If you know the neighborhood where it's going on at and it's obvious, then doesn't that give the police department a head start to stop it?
Numbers from 2016 are staggering. Memphis police say 122 people died of heroin overdoses last year. Nearly 1,700 were revived after an overdose by firefighters carrying naloxone.
We cannot ignore the heroin epidemic.
Bobel says it will take weeks to find out from toxicology reports if the heroin his son took was laced with the painkiller fentanyl, making it even more dangerous. In the meantime, he wonders if we as a community and country have been looking at addiction all wrong.
Like, we need to change the way that we think about addiction and disease and maybe decriminalize possession and get these people help.
I checked with DeSoto County, Mississippi authorities. People down there tell me they had 18 overdoses last year. Most of those were heroin, and an increasing number were heroin laced with fentanyl. They attribute those increases to the heroin problem here in Memphis. Reporting live downtown, Kendall Downing, WMC Action News 5.
Today was the second day of testimony against a former Memphis firefighter accused of killing his ex-girlfriend at an East Memphis Target store parking lot. WMC Action News 5's Justin Jaggers joins us live inside the courtroom tonight. He's live with testimony from officers who arrested the firefighter after a dramatic standoff across state lines. Justin?
Well, Joe, here at 201 Poplar, Ronald Ellis sat in for day 2 of his trial. On the witness stand Wednesday afternoon were the Georgia officers that arrested him when investigators say he fled Memphis for Florida.
If he'd have moved that gun an inch toward me, yes, I would have shot him.
Wednesday afternoon, Georgia officers recalled the events of September 11, 2014, 3 days after Ronald Ellis allegedly shot and killed ex-girlfriend Taronda Cathy. After the shooting incident in the Target parking lot, Ronald Ellis fled Tennessee for Florida. When officers discovered his rental Ford Focus, a high-speed chase began. After a 6-mile chase down the interstate, officers deployed spike strips and ordered Ellis out of the car.
I yelled at him 5 or 6 times, drop the gun, drop the gun.
The officers involved with his arrest had attended a memorial service and were sympathetic to arresting a fellow first responder.
I made a statement, thank you for not making me shoot you today.
The victim's family stayed in court for Wednesday's testimony. Gurnett Cathy, Taronda's father, hopes that they are just one step closer to justice.
It may come out today, it may come out tomorrow, but you can't forget her. She was an angel already before she left here.
Now, Ronald Ellis still has not taken the stand. More testimony continues tomorrow. Reporting live at 201 Poplar, Justin Jaggers, WMC Action News 5.
New at 6, a Memphis man is behind bars after police say he tried to rob a man and then shot him in the face. This man, Jaquarius Harris, pictured here, is charged with attempted murder and attempted aggravated robbery. The victim told police Harris yelled at him, "What you got? Drop it off," then shot him in the face near his right ear. Police say the shooting happened on Warford near Fraser Boulevard and Old Ellen Road. Today, Tennessee state lawmakers, including Germantown Senator Brian Kelsey, are calling for an amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Today, lawmakers called for a convention of a state convention in Nashville to adopt a balanced budget amendment. Senator Kelsey explained this would be the first time for a convention to propose an amendment and the first convention since 1861.
But we have reached a crisis point of $20 trillion of debt. And it's time for states to step up and to begin this process again of calling a convention of states to address a major problem.
Senator Kelsey says the convention is set for July the 11th. Currently, 28 of the necessary 34 states have passed a resolution calling for a balanced budget amendment to the Constitution. This just in, 2 men have been charged in a professional roofing scam, according to the Tate County Sheriff's Office in North Mississippi. Pat Sherlock and Jerry Johnson have been charged with false pretense. Investigators say they posed as professional roofers, then took money from people assuming they were doing roof work. Call the Tate County Sheriff's Office at 662-562-4434 if you think you may have been a victim. Today, Memphis Light, Gas, and Water is blaming wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour for knocking out power to thousands on Tuesday, but they say they work around the clock all year long to prevent these type of outages. WMC Action News 5's Jerry Askin found out how, and tonight he's live for us in Fraser after talking to a woman whose home daycare was left in the dark. Jerry?
And Joe, today MLGNW told me they respond fast to power outages, but they can't control Mother Nature. Now, heavy winds came through Tuesday, leaving many in the dark.
If you're running a business, you can't run a business without lights.
And Patricia Walker found out the hard way Tuesday when she says strong winds came through, causing her home daycare here in Fraser to lose power.
I had to bring the kids out because, we didn't have any lights in the house until parents was coming to pick them up.
She joined thousands of people in the dark Tuesday. MLGW says of their 420,000 customers total, about 10,000 customers were without power during the peak of the outages. They're pointing the finger at the heavy winds for most of Tuesday's outages, which also temporarily left several schools in the dark.
When trees and limbs fall into our lines, customers are going to lose service.
And that's usually caused by strong winds, snow, ice, or heavy rain, she says.
There are a lot of things that when it's tied to nature that we can't prevent. However, we can respond quickly to restore our customer service.
She says MLGW spends about $12 million a year to trim down trees across Memphis and Shelby County, hoping to prevent trees falling into power lines. Customer Patricia Walker understands. Her power has been restored, but she says Tuesday was frustrating.
Just the inconvenience because the kids couldn't play on the computer, they couldn't watch TV.
And today, MLGNW told me to report your outages immediately, and they will respond as fast as possible. That number is 901-544-6500. Right now on your screen, 901-544-6500. Reporting live, Jerry Askin, WMC Action News 5.
Wind's still an issue around the Mid-South. As a matter of fact, breezy conditions all across the coverage area with winds of 10 to 15, even as much as 21 miles per hour in Harrisburg, 22 miles per hour in Blytheville. We have 16-mile-an-hour winds in Memphis right now with stronger gusts of 30 miles per hour in Memphis and in Blytheville, getting that southerly flow, and that's pushed temperatures up. We're still at 71 after hitting 72 today. Now, those winds are going to continue as we get into the evening and overnight hours at about 20 to 25 miles per hour, diminishing but still breezy early tomorrow morning. I'll tell you what temperatures are going to do. We'll take a look at increasing rain chances as well and let you know if there are any thunderstorms to deal with this warm weather. Your first alert forecast just minutes away.
New at 6, former Memphis Mayor Dr. Willie Harrington is unveiling a new action plan for juvenile justice reform through the New Path Restorative Campus. The plan would be to build 2 separate juvenile housing facilities in Fraser and 1 in Millington. It would also involve a middle school and high school, including VOTEC programs. Harrington has recently sparked controversy, calling the record year for homicides in Memphis of 2016 a, quote, black problem. LA Fitness is expanding in the Mid-South. The Memphis Daily News reports they just bought the former Sunrise Chevrolet Buick on Houston Levy Road in Collierville, right off 385. The price tag, more than $3 million. This includes an 8-acre site with 23,000 square foot facility and an adjacent half-acre lot. It is unclear when that new gym is expected to open in Collierville. New at 6, the Arkansas Medical Marijuana Commission says they will allow 32 dispensaries to be evenly distributed among the state's 4 congressional districts. Dispensaries will have to pay a $10,000 annual fee in addition to the initial licensing fees and application fees. If the businesses choose to grow their own medical marijuana plants, they will also face heftier fees. Hey, we're giving a high five to the hitmaker behind this song, released 25 years ago this month. CeCe Peniston released Finally way back in 1992, and she's in Memphis this week to share the secrets of her success in a master class at Stax Music Academy.
I have a campaign I'm working on now called I Am the New. Not the next, but the new, to let kids know that when you're doing something, be the new and the next, best thing. Right. Not to copy anybody else, but have your own individualities.
The Memphis Live Masterclass gives Stax students a chance to learn about the business side of recording. Producer Paris Toon will join CeCe for the lesson tomorrow at Stax Music Academy.
It has been warm and windy, and there's more of that coming. I'm also tracking our next chance for rain and possibly a few thunderstorms. Your first alert forecast just minutes away. Plus,
new and next at 6. Two twins you can't help but clap for. Tonight, the major milestone the girls have reached after being successfully separated in Memphis. Plus,
staying, heart to heart, just really getting out there and really getting to know other people.
The best side of Memphis, how you can be a part of a community-wide effort to give back. And all new at 10, a sketch released of the man accused of killing an 81-year-old woman. New tonight, what we've learned about the victim's generosity.
Getting you ready for severe weather. It's a big responsibility, and nowhere else is leadership more important.
From our 1,000,000-watt radar to the only storm tracker in the Mid-South.
We've got state-of-the-art technology, and we know how to use it. Every
single one
of us.
We are the First Alert Weather Team, your weather leaders.
Always have been, always will be.
Yesterday, tomorrow, always. WMC Action News 5, your weather leader.
First Alert Storm Track Doppler 5 is sponsored by Chuck Hutton Toyota, where we will pick your vehicle up from your home or business, service it, and deliver back to you at no charge.
Get a smart start in 2017 at Landers Buick GMC in South Haven.
That's exactly right, Tom. Your choice for Verano, Regal, Encore, 0% for 60 months.
Feds may have raised their rates, but not here. Hurry in. If it doesn't say Landers,
you pay too much.
Make a smart start in 2017. Head into Landers Nissan in South Haven, Jeff.
That's exactly right, Tom. Over 450 new Nissans to choose from. 0% financing available from Armadas to Titans.
It doesn't say Landers.
You paid too much.
At the Great American Sleep Shop's January clearance holiday sale, sleep better and save $400 per set on Sealy Posturepedics, or receive a $500 gift certificate on Tempur-Pedic sleep sets. Hurry, the January clearance holiday sale ends Monday at the Great American Sleep Shops.
I'm Jason Macklin with Macklin Security Doors. Are you tired of your old-style security doors? Let Macklin add safety to your home without sacrificing style. Built locally, Macklin doors are handcrafted with the strongest steel, custom stained to mimic the look of real wood. When it comes to protecting your family and adding value to your home, trust a family business that's been protecting the Mid-South for 30 years.
Call my daddy today.
Call Macklin Security Doors today and find out about our special promotions.
It all ends Monday. The Great American Home Store's January clearance holiday sale. Save store-wide, but hurry, it's your last chance to finance up to 60 months with no interest. The January clearance holiday sale ends Monday at the Great American Home Store.
Make a smart start in 2017. Head into Landers Nissan in South Haven, Jeff.
That's exactly right, Tom. Over 450 new Nissans to choose from. 0% financing available from Armadas to Titans.
It doesn't say Landers.
You paid too much.
Listen up, truck buyers. You want to make a smart start in 2017. Get to Landers Buick GMC in South Haven.
That's exactly right, Tom. New 4-door trucks up to $8,000 in savings.
Don't miss the opportunity under the giant American flag. And it doesn't say Landers.
You pay too much.
You're watching WMC Action News 5.
This new year marks 49 years since the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed in Memphis, and this year the entire community is invited to give back in his honor. WMC Action News 5's Tiffany Neely explains how the event is showing off one of the best parts of Memphis, its generous spirit.
This is our community, and we must make a change where we live.
To do that, Tori Taylor, Vice President of Leadership Memphis, says they're hard at work prepping for the days of service, kicking up Friday and lasting through Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
We have 4 days of services where anyone or any group can actually find a project and volunteer.
She says it's channeling the teachings of Dr. King by taking a hands-on role towards improving our community.
This is our city. What better way to honor Dr. King by coming and being a part of the community and making Memphis great?
According to representatives here at Leadership Memphis, they had a goal of about 50 projects. Now they have 70 for the days of service. That means they're expecting anywhere between 700 and 1,000 people to join in. The projects range from neighborhood cleanups to reading out loud to local students. Courtney Miller says it's more than giving back, it's making connections.
I think that's the really thing, heart to heart, just really getting out there and really getting to know other people.
They say change starts with the first step.
Find an opportunity, get the kids, I know it's a day off, but let's make this a day on.
Reporting in Memphis, Tiffany Neely, WMC Action News 5.
And WMC Action News 5 is proud to be partnering with Volunteer Memphis and the United Way for this event. To learn more about MLK Days of Service and to sign up, visit our website, WMCActionNews5.com. Tonight we have some great news to share. Another first for the twins successfully separated at Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. Miracle and testimony have been discharged. There they are in the loving arms of their parents. The twins, their parents and older sister are now staying at the FedEx family house as they continue on the road to recovery, including physical therapy appointments. The family's from Nigeria. A team of 20 surgeons performed an 18-hour surgery for free. The hospital says the family's abundance of faith through the difficult process has been inspiring.
Pretty good day today. 72 degrees the high. Check out this shot. This is from our camera in Olive Branch. Can you see there at the top? Clouds are breaking. Show you the almost full moon, the wolf moon, the first full moon of 2017. It reaches its peak at 5:34 a.m. tomorrow morning. Looking lovely tonight. Dry conditions across the area. It is a little warm. It is a little breezy around the area, but we're not dealing with anything in the way of precipitation. Temperatures ranging from 68 in Harrisburg to 71 in Memphis, 70 in Dyersburg, 68 in Holly Springs, 70 in Corinth, 68 in Oxford, 49's the average high. It's been warm all around the Mid-South today, and that is due to the south wind flow. It's been coming out of the south-southwest, making for very windy conditions. It will be windy as we get into the evening. I think cloudy at 7 o'clock with about 70-degree temperature. Same thing at 8 p.m. Only a 20% chance for showers. 69 and cloudy at 9. We'll see a 20% chance for rain as we get into the evening and overnight hours. 67 at 10 and 11. 66 at midnight. Here's what we're tracking. Cloudy, breezy tonight. Tomorrow, back in the 70s for most of the area. Another mild day, but a cold front comes in here on Friday. Not a drastically cold front, but it will be increasing our rain chances. Between now and about 10 p.m., clouds, temperatures mid and upper 60s. We get to 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're looking at temps in the mid 60s. There could be a couple of hit and miss showers, but really I think more clouds than anything. We get into the afternoon hours around 2, still cloudy, upper 60s around the area, but as we get into the evening, that's when rain's going to start lining up. Front enters the area by 7 o'clock. Better probability for rainfall, 50s to the north, but still in the low to mid 60s across much of the area, then falling in the 50s as we get into the overnight hours. Now tonight we'll fall in the low to mid 60s in West Tennessee. It is going to be warm, upper 60s and near 70 tomorrow. Northern Mississippi, Batesville, Oxford, Marks, you're likely to hit 70 tomorrow, and we'll see temperatures in the low 60s in the Boot Heel and eastern Arkansas, right around 68 to 69 for most areas. I think we'll fall to 62 in Memphis, cloudy, maybe a stray shower, but only a 20% chance. Got a 40% probability tomorrow, but I think it moves in late in the day. Otherwise, cloudy, breezy, 71 the high. And it looks like those winds are going to stick around through the afternoon hours at about 15 to 20 miles per hour before diminishing in the evening hours. Now, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Friday, a better chance for rain at 60%, a high 58. So even though with a cold front, we're still going to be above average. 66 Saturday, 67 Sunday, so the warm temperatures remain for the weekend. Better chance for rain Monday with a high of 66. Some thunder and lightning may accompany that. Then 62 Tuesday, 59 on Wednesday. Rain chances diminish as we get in the middle of next week, but still the above average temperatures continue.
All right, Ron, sports is next, but first we want to make a quick correction to an earlier story in this newscast. LA Fitness bought the former Sunrise Chevrolet and Buick on Poplar Avenue in Collierville.